We're going to start off by making a magic circle. Now what we're going to try to do is reach the height of a double crochet. The first method is what I consider to be the easier method. We're going to start by chaining 2. Then you're going to make 1 double crochet into the center of the magic circle. The chain 2 does not count as a separate stitch. Rather, the chain 2 and the double crochet together count as the first stitch of your round. Second method is the double crochet substitute, which I prefer and will be using in my project. You're going to make 1 single crochet into the magic circle. This single crochet has 2 side bars. You're going to locate the one on the left. Insert your hook into this bar. You're going to yarn over and pull up a loop. Finish by yarning over and pulling through both loops. This is a double crochet substitute and it's going to count as the first stitch of your round. We're going to make a total of 12 double crochets in this round. Your first stitch of the round was your double crochet substitute, so from here you only need 11 more double crochets. So the substitute double crochet plus 11 regular double crochets will equal to a total of 12 stitches. Tighten your circle by pulling on the tail end. Just to make things easier for myself, I'm marking the last stitch of my round using a stitch marker. Make 1 slip stitch into the first stitch of the previous round to close your circle off. Once again, we're reaching the height of a double crochet. The first method starts with a chain 2. Our double crochet is going to be made in the first stitch of the round. That is the same stitch that you made your slip stitch into. Remember that we're counting the chain 2 and the double crochet together as the first double crochet of the round. And here is method 2, once again the double crochet substitute. We're going to start by chaining 1. Make 1 single crochet into the first stitch of the round. This is the same stitch that you made your slip stitch into. Now locate the leftmost side bar. Insert your hook into this side bar, yarn over and pull up a loop. Yarn over and pull through both loops. And once again, this double crochet substitute counts as the first stitch of your round. Increase by making 2 double crochets into each stitch of the round, leaving you with 24 total double crochets. Don't forget that you already made your first double crochet of the round when you made your substitute. So all you need for that first increase is to make 1 more double crochet in that first stitch. Just like before, I'm marking the last stitch of my round. Make 1 slip stitch to close the circle. Again, we're reaching the height of a double crochet. This is the last time in the video that I'll be showing you both methods, so just know that going forth when I make a double crochet substitute, you can use the easier method if you want to. Make a chain of 2. In the same stitch as your slip stitch, which is the first stitch of the previous round, make 1 double crochet. Once again, the chain 2 does not count as a separate stitch, but rather the chain 2 and double crochet together count as your first stitch of the round. For the double crochet substitute, we're going to start with a chain 1. Make one single crochet into the same stitch as your slip stitch. Locate the left side bar of your single crochet. Insert your hook into the left side bar. Yarn over and pull up a loop. Yarn over once again and pull through both loops. For this next round, make one double crochet by itself and then 2 double crochets together in the next stitch to increase. Do this 12 times so that you have a total of 36 stitches by the end of the round. Remember that your double crochet substitute counted as the first stitch of the round, so don't count that twice or you'll end up with a different number. And I'm marking the last stitch of my round with a stitch marker. From here, we're going to be making a color change. Insert your hook into the very first double crochet of the previous round as if you were going to make a slip stitch. Grabbing your second color, yarn over and pull through both that stitch and the loop on your hook to make a slip stitch with your new color. Use your scissor to cut the yarn in your first color. In your new color, reach the height of a double crochet. Remember that you can use either method, but I will be making a double crochet substitute, and everything is worked into that very first stitch of the round that you made your slip stitch into. Make one double crochet by itself in the first stitch, then 2 double crochets together to increase in the second stitch, and then 1 more double crochet by itself. Repeat this pattern 12 times so that you have a total of 48 double crochets by the end of the round. Remember that you already made the first double crochet of your round when you made your substitute, so make sure that you don't count that stitch twice. And I'm marking the last stitch of the round. Close the circle with a slip stitch. Using your preferred method, reach the height of a double crochet. For this round, start by making 3 individual double crochets, and then make 2 double crochets into the same stitch to increase. You're going to do this 12 times so that you have a total of 60 stitches in the round. Once again, remember that you've already done your first stitch of the round when you made your double crochet substitute. I'm marking the last stitch of the round with my stitch marker. Slip stitch 1 time into the first stitch of the previous round to close the circle. Chain 1. Making sure to start in the first stitch of your round, which is the same stitch that you made your slip stitch into. Make 2 individual single crochets, then increase by putting 2 single crochets together in the same stitch, and then you're going to make 2 more individual single crochets. You're going to repeat this pattern 5 times in total. To start your first eye bump, you're going to make 2 double crochets into the same stitch. And now you're going to make 2 triple crochets into the same stitch. To finish off this little bump section, make 2 double crochets into the same stitch and then 1 slip stitch into that same stitch. I'm using a stitch marker on the slip stitch we just made because I am not counting it towards the total of stitches for this round, and it's not going to count as a stitch in the next round either. Make 4 individual single crochets. Now we're going to repeat the pattern from before. Make 2 double crochets together in one stitch, 2 triple crochets together in the next stitch, and in that third stitch make 2 double crochets together and 1 slip stitch. Once again, I'm marking the slip stitch that we just made because it's not going to count in either round as a stitch. To finish off the round, make 2 individual single crochets, then increase by putting 2 single crochets together in one stitch, and then make 2 more individual single crochets. Do this 5 times. By the end of this section, you should have a total of 76 stitches in the round, and remember that this does not include those 2 slip stitches that I marked with my stitch markers. Here I'm marking the last stitch of the round. Make 5 slip stitches. To make your first leg, we're going to chain 12. Skip the first chain from your hook because that's your turning chain and work in the second. We're going to be working in the back loops only to make 2 slip stitches. Straight from here, chain 3. Skip the first chain from your hook because that's your turning chain and work into the second. In the back loops only, make 2 slip stitches. Working back into that main chain, in the back loops only, make 9 slip stitches. Working back into that main circle, the main body, make 20 slip stitches. To make an arm, we're going to repeat what we did with the leg, starting with a chain of 12. Skipping the first chain from your hook because that's your turning chain, work in the back loops only to make 2 slip stitches. From here, make a chain of 3. Skip the first chain from your hook because that's your turning chain, working in the back loops only, slip stitch twice. Returning to the main chain, make 9 slip stitches in the back loops only. Returning to the main body, the main circle, make 5 slip stitches. Start off by making 2 single crochets in the same stitch. Then, in the next stitch, make 1 half double crochet by itself. and then you're going to make 2 half double crochets together. In the video, I accidentally make a double crochet, but it should be a half double crochet. After that, we're going to make 2 more half double crochets together in the same stitch, 1 individual half double crochet, and then 2 single crochets together in the same stitch. From here, make 4 slip stitches. Remember that the slip stitch from the previous round does not count as its own stitch, so you're just going to skip it. And repeating the pattern, start with 2 single crochets together in the same stitch. Make 1 individual half double crochet. Make 2 half double crochets together in the same stitch, another 2 half double crochets together in the same stitch, 1 individual half double crochet, and then finish off by making 2 single crochets together in the same stitch. Make 5 slip stitches. Once again, remember that the slip stitch from the previous round that we've marked does not count as a stitch, so you're just gonna skip right over it. Begin making your second arm by chaining 12. Skip the first chain from your hook because that's your turning chain, and working in the back loops only, make 2 slip stitches. Chain 3. Skip the first chain from your hook, and in the back loops only, slip stitch 2. Returning to working in the main chain, working in the back loops only, slip stitch 9 times. Going back to the main body, the main circle, make 20 slip stitches. For your second leg, start with a chain of 12. Skip the first chain from your hook and make 2 slip stitches in the back loops only. Go ahead and chain 3. Skip the first chain from your hook. Working in the back loops only, make 2 slip stitches. Working back into the main chain and in the back loops only, make 9 slip stitches. Working back into the main circle, make 5 slip stitches. and cut your yarn. Weave in all of your ends. I like to use needle felting tools to sort of secure the ends of my ends, but this part is totally optional. Using your scissor, cut 2 eyes out of black felt. Cut 2 cheeks out of pink felt. And cut the mouth out of pink felt. And glue all the details into place. And now we have a froggy coaster. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, or comment. I also have a Ravelry where you can check out any of my written patterns. I've been Muon. I'll be wishing you all the happiness in the world. I hope you have a nice day.